COVID infection, we're only learning. Again, this appeared and we were actually trying to work out, well, what does this infection mean? And we already have cases around the world where people have caught COVID the second time, a different strain. Now, what has been good is that the second strain, they've usually been less sick. But we don't know how long the immunity from the infection lasts for, clearly not forever. And we also know that many people suffer from long COVID. So these are persisting symptoms that go on for months and months and months. And we're talking some people, they're still going on 10 to 12 months after they've contracted the virus. Now, what is exciting about the vaccine is for people with long COVID, the vaccine seems to in fact actually decrease those symptoms. And on the other side of this is anyone who has actually had COVID is recommended get vaccinated, because that will actually boost your immunity to the level to resist any potential future strains as well. There's a high likelihood that many people actually have had coronavirus. So when we had that big outbreak in Melbourne, it's possible that many more people may have actually had the infection and not known it. It could have been a mild symptoms and not moved on. The only way to confirm that is to have a blood test to see if you've got actually antibodies to it. But again, I certainly wouldn't even recommend doing that. At the moment, I'd be recommending get vaccinated when your turn comes up, because it's far better to actually just do that, and at least you'll then know that you actually have had a vaccine and you're immune to it. So yeah, it is possible that some more people have actually had COVID in this country than we have previously expected. What we do know about COVID now is about 80% of people who contract it either get very mild symptoms or none at all. So that's great, but they can still spread it, which of course is why we see spreading in the community. And at the moment with the Delta strain, one of the critical issues here is once the virus gets into a school, every child may well catch this because of the closeness in the classrooms, and then take it home to mum and dad and grandma and grandpa and aunts and uncles and everyone else. So that's a problem, and we saw that in Singapore. I guess on the other side of it, 20% of people get sick, but that's also very dependent on your age. So a young fellow like myself, over 50, knows that I have a high likelihood that if I catch it and get sick, I have a 20% chance of being hospitalised. So it increases in those sort of ramifications. So younger kids, they just may get grumble and a bit of a sniffle, and that's it. As for older people, so if you're into the over 75s, you've got around about a 1 in 9 chance of actually dying from this when you catch it. So it's very age dependent.